At a press conference this morning, the Diocese of Winona released documents that included sexual abuse summaries for 13 former priests who have been credibly accused of child sexual abuse. According to Bishop John Quinn, the action is unprecedented and was made in an effort for transparency and for healing.
Today, we gather in this unprecedented effort on my part for the process of healing, transparency, as the Diocese of Winona is voluntarily releasing the summaries of details and facts surrounding the 13 priests who have been credibly accused of child sexual abuse decades ago while serving in the Diocese of Winona. Words cannot adequately express on my part my deep sorrow for the actions that have occurred in the past. I apologize to anyone who has been harmed. I am seriously affected in my own life by the pain of those who are victims.
The priests named in the document were initially brought forth as part of the John Jay study released in 2004, which looked at the problem of sexual abuse in the church from 1950 through 2002. That study was commissioned by the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops. Bishop Quinn said that of the 13 priests from the Diocese of Winona named in the study, 9 are deceased, 2 have been laicized, and 2 are pending laicization, meaning their priestly duties have been removed and that they are now considered lay workers. The bishop said none of those credibly accused abusers remain in active ministry.
I believe that any priest who is credibly accused of sexually abusing a child should lose that privilege of priestly ministry and of being a priest. Because being a priest is much more than just being ordained. It carries with it a bond of trust. And once that bond of trust is broken, it cannot be restored.
He stated the church is greatly concerned about the victims who suffered sexual abuse at the hands of clergy.
My prayers and my commitment as the bishop continues toward the healing of all victims, to reach out to their families and to their communities.
Bishop Quinn said he invites those who suffered abuse and have not come forth to do so to allow healing to begin.
It is very difficult. And that's why we reach out. Anyone who is a victim who has not yet come forward, we invite them to come forward so that that healing process of this very deep wound can occur.
When most of the abuse was occurring, primarily in the 1970s and 80s, the abusers were given treatment and then placed back into parishes. Nell Moriarty, chair of the Diocese of Winona Review Board and the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops National Review Board, said that policy has since changed and a zero-tolerance policy is now in place.
Under this policy, after a single act of abuse, either admitted or as established after an appropriate process, the offender is removed permanently from employment and/or ecclesiastical ministry, and that may include laicization.
The Diocese of Winona is currently involved in litigation in Ramsey County regarding the sexual abuse case involving Thomas Adamson. The diocese has received 36 accusations of child sexual abuse against the former priest. Adamson was laicized in 2009.